Hello everybody, I'm back. Welcome to Resin. So I have this crystal mold that I got from Temu, I believe. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this started and see what this turns out like. I have not done one of these yet, but there's a lot of long, kind of narrow, kind of spokes down in there. So I'm going to go ahead and spray some alcohol in here first. Let it kind of get down into the bottom of these to kind of prevent getting bubbles trapped down at the tips. Okay, so when we mold this, hopefully we won't have any problems with that. Okay, so I've got about 6 ounces of resin already made up. It's getting a little bit warm. So I think what I want to do is I kind of want to add a color to this. Maybe a really soft hint of, maybe just a really soft hint of purple. And actually, I think this purple doesn't come out very purple. I think it comes out pink. So we are going to do this lavender. Okay, and this does come out purple. So just like one drop. One drop. There we go. Oops, I want just barely a hint. Okay, so here's our color. You can just barely see the purple in here. When you bring it up close, just barely. But I think that's going to be really pretty. Not sure how much resin this is going to take. If I've got a little bit left over at the bottom, that'll be okay because I've got kind of an idea for that too. Spray some alcohol in here too. I've got a few bubbles in here because my resin's getting pretty warm. And so it's probably thickening up a bit too. I'm going to have to pour really slow to try to get into these little tiny crevices. I would prefer to have it a bit thinner. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to use my skewer here, reached in there and just hopefully bring out any trapped bubbles on these little spots. Okay, let's see. Let's take a little spray here. And now I think what I'm going to do is I've got a little bit, oopsie. I'm going to add a bit of my glitter to this, white. Here, a couple teaspoons of this my mirror effect glitter, the chunky glitter. Stir this up real quick. I have to add a bit more resin to this. And I'm going to fill this up a bit more too. I just want a little bit of that white at the very, I don't want it to go all the way down to the ends. I thought it might be kind of pretty. It kind of is sprinkled a bit over the base here. Okay, there we go. Swirl this around a bit. I'm going to dip it down here just a little bit. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to put this over on the curing rack and let it cure. And then when this is done, we'll be back to unmold it. I'm kind of excited to see how this turns out. All right, I will see you then. Hello, everybody. I'm back. This is completely cured and we are ready to take it out of here. I also had a bit of just the plain purple with the glitter left over, so I made this little one as well, just because I had enough to fill it up, so I did. and I didn't film it just because it was kind of a last minute thought. But anyway, let's go ahead and take this one out of here, and then we'll get to that bigger one. I'm going to squirt some water down here down the sides. So this purple, I was actually thinking would actually have been a little lighter even than what it is, but it seems like it's kind of pretty. Let's get this out. There we go. There we go. Let's just take the scissors really quick and trim this off while we can. Still soft enough. I want to say thank you to everybody who gave me advice on the deburring tool. That helped a lot. I will quit trying to get it to stop spinning. So thank you for that. And I will start practicing on that too. And I understand now that you just have to kind of get the right angle. And I believe Marvelous Artsy, she did a little video over there to kind of help me and other people who are still trying to figure out how to use it. So if you're confused, she did a video here not too long ago kind of explaining that. So anyway, here's the one that we did not make together. It's just really kind of pretty, actually. And I noticed that some of my purples have been turning out a bit on the pinkish side, but it's still pretty. And some of them have been glowing with the black light. I'm not sure if this one will or not. Let's see. Let me turn off my main light over here. Yeah, some of them do. Some of them do really kind of glow. Oh yeah, you see that? This was just that lavender dye that was not, it's not alcohol ink, it's just lavender. And look at how bright that is with my black light. Just my little black light flashlight. Crazy! Can't even see it, it's so bright. I don't know if you can kind of see that it's actually kind of glows kind of a yellowy orange. And then if I put the light on it, it's just really super bright. It could almost light up a room. Anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting. The brand of that is, let me see here. I've been using this brand for a while. I'm not sure if you can still get it or not. Let me get my glasses on really quick. I know I'm always saying, oh, my regular ink that I get on Amazon, and then I forget to look to see what it is. Oh gosh, you guys. Maybe Limino. Don't know. Can you see that? It's very tiny. The print is very, very tiny. I'm not sure Amazon will go back far enough for me to find that. They might. But anyway, I'll try to post the link to that because I've got a couple of different colors that came in that box. Really inexpensive box, but glow like crazy. So anyway, there's that. Enough talking. Sorry about that. Sometimes I get sidetracked. Okay, so now here is the one that we did. It's kind of the same color, but I don't know. This one's got the really long crystals that come up high, and we kind of added a little bit of white glitter to the base up here. So I don't know how far down it went, but I am going to spray some water in here. I don't want to rip my mold. This one might be kind of hard to get these things out because it's not just the ones on the side. There's ones all the way down here in the middle as well. Okay, so I'm going to let that kind of go inside there a bit. I think what I'm going to have to do is peel it backwards, kind of like I do sometimes. I'm going to have to literally probably peel the mold off and hope for the best. All right, here we go. It is kind of a thicker mold, so hopefully it'll do okay. Kind of turn it, some of these prongs out of there. Want to slice myself. Not sure how sharp the bottom pieces are going to be. Okay, it's kind of getting it going up wrong side out here. Get this all in one hand, then I can kind of, there we go. Ah, got it out, no problem. Okay, now I'm going to turn it upside down so it can start draining that water. Turn this part off a bit. Okay, you ready? Here it goes. Okay, so this one wasn't a gloss on the inside. This one's a matte. And I can see now that it is a matte finish inside. This one was shiny and glossy. But actually it's still really pretty. Do you see the white and we just put a tiny bit of that white with a little bit of that mirror chunky glitter in it. That was a little bit of that cast and craft. And actually, if you look, it actually looks a lot like quartz to me. What do you think? It's actually really pretty. The more I look at it, that's actually really pretty. It kind of came, that stuff we put in the top didn't go all the way to the ends, which is what I was hoping would happen. A couple of them did, but some of them just kind of came just a ways through there. I don't know if this one's going to glow or not. I think it's the same pink, I'm sure. So yeah, this one does too. I'm probably not going to turn off the lights for it, but oh gosh, what do you guys think? I think that's really pretty for my first crystal like this. What do you think about the fact that it's not shiny? Does that bother anybody? Or do you feel like it looks more realistic, not shiny? Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be really pretty either way, but I guess that actually is kind of pretty without the shine, huh? All right, well, there it is. There it is. Here's the one that I did with just that. Here's this one. And gosh, I hope you guys had fun making this with me today. It was just kind of a quick project and kind of a last minute thought to put that white with the glitter in the bottom, but I'm really glad I did. I think it would be kind of plain looking without it, honestly. It gave it a really quartzy look. Here's the back. Yeah, pretty, right? Well, let me know what you think, okay? Thanks everyone for joining me. I hope you had fun, and I will see you all next time.